We're going to execute, and we're going to win the game. Let's go.
Let's go!
Hi.
The Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 1. The Miami Heat are coming off a dominating 4-game sweep in Round 1. Will their confidence finally be tested? Tonight, they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. The opening game of the conference semifinals, up next.
The next stage of the Eastern Conference playoff battle begins here. Game 1 of the conference semifinals. Both these teams have survived and moved one step closer to the title. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The rim protectors standing tall for them, Mobley and Allen. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Harden. And it's Tyson in at the small forward position. And for Miami, Mitchell is out there with MP. Then it's Wiggins. Then it's Khalil Ware. And it's Jaquez in at the 3, the small forward. Take a look at the Cavaliers. They really had to grind out wins in that first-round series. Do you think it wore them down at all?
It probably took a little out of them, but they don't have time to think about that. This is the postseason, and they'll be running on adrenaline.
Mobley, the pass to Allen. Now, here's Mitchell. 6 to shoot. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. A 3 from MP. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. And to find out a member of the starting lineup is out, so close to tip off, I mean, this has got to be jarring for this team.
It can throw off routines as well as rotations when a starter goes down. When something like this happens, it really tests the mental fortitude and resiliency of a team. I'm curious to see how they'll handle it.
And here is Mitchell after the three-pointer from MP. Three-pointer. Again, Mitchell missing.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the card.
And here's MP for 3. And again, it's Miami with a 3.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Now here's Harden. Here's Allen. On the wing, Mitchell. Over MP. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going, keep working at it.
And it's in there.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's Harden. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And now, let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. You look at MP, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. Here's Mobley. Pass to Mitchell, looking to end the run. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Obviously, this hasn't been his strongest quarter, and they need more contribution from him.
Here's MP. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And now that's 11 points for MP. Cavaliers have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Let's start for them. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the 76ers played really superb basketball. He finished with 60 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. He misses the free throw.
Boy, in the era of stretch bigs, guys that can go out to the three-point line and absolutely make shots, I love Jarrett Allen. He is an old-school center, folks.
Sam Merrill. He's checked in for the Cavaliers. Dennis Schroeder comes in for James Harden. And he sinks the second. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Heat. Takes it off the glass. Jaquez has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Mobley kicks it over to Schroeder. They set the screen. Merrill passes to Mobley. And another miss by Cleveland. And here's Miami. They're on an 18-1 run. Here's Wiggins. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Schroeder passes to Mobley. Here's Mitchell. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. And another miss by Cleveland.
I'd say they're trying to cut into this lead, but he has not hit one this period.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Mitchell wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Well, the revenge triple from Donovan Mitchell. That's a quick answer.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Merrill finds Mobley.
Number 26. First personal foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for the Cavaliers, Evan Mobley. 2.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Mobley.
What you have to appreciate so much about Evan Mobley is his strong work ethic. This guy says he wants to be an all-time great, but he also puts in the work.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Wade comes in for Jarrett Allen. And James Harden subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, Evan Mobley entered this league as a fantastic defender. But boy, are you starting to see incremental improvements on the offensive end. Look out, folks. Here he comes.
Anderson passes to MP. And the dunk by MP.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And so it's Miami closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. Back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Heat team out there.
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
They've got Smith. He's out there with Tyler Hero, and it's Larson in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now here's Harden. Wade a screen on Smith. Harden the pass to Merrill. Harden dishes to Wade. Just 4 to shoot. The wide open shot from Strus. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Max is always shot ready. Catch and shoot opportunities are his go-to.
Floats one up. That one's in, his first shot this game. The Cavaliers trail by 19. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Rejected by Hero.
And watch how Hero uses a burst of speed to get ahead of his shot, managing to swat that one away.
Pass to Larson. Off target with his 3.
Boy, not much defensive pressure on that 3, but he still couldn't make it.
Harden outside. And Nance kicks to Strus. Now Merrill. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Mobley's checked in for Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Max Strus.
Substitution on the court.
Anderson outside. Mitchell outside. Back to MP. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 4 assists now tonight.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And here is Mobley after the 3-pointer from MP. The 3 from Harden. And it's MP with the rebound. The Heat leading by 19 points. On the wing, MP. And again, it's Miami with a 3.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
The 3 from Harden, and then Wade slams it in.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Harden. Holds it up there for Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Wow, that is some big-time airtime by Evan Mobley. My goodness.
Pass to Anderson. Back to MP. And it's Miami with another.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Mitchell outside. Harden scanning the floor. Mobley a screen on Mitchell. Wade for 3. Rebound by the Heat. There's 1:17 left in the second quarter. MP, that's for 2. And another basket for Miami.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
And the Cavaliers call time here. A different look for Miami. Khalil Ware comes in for Anderson. And it's Jaime Jaquez in for Tyler Hero. 1:11 left now here in the second. Cleveland's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And it's Mitchell missing.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Jaquez outside. And here's MP for 3. Good on the three-point shot. MP's got 35 in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now, here's Mitchell. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the ball goes out of bounds. As touched by MP. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones. And now their defense is in overdrive.
"16 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And again for three.
The threes coming fast and furious. He is scorching the nets.
Now GA tied for the third most three-point field goals in single-game playoff history. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Miami ahead, delivering the blowout. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Miami Heat.
I've got to admit, even when these guys are covered, they make the shots.
Yeah, you like to say close out on the shooters, make them earn their points inside. But even if that were tried, I don't think it would play out that way.
Taking a look at how the series is going for the Heat. Guys, it appears that everything is going their way so far.
Yeah, it sure is, Ernie. They have to feel great about what they're doing right here. I think it's become clear they are the better team.
Yeah, but remember, guys, this thing ain't over yet. You can't get too comfortable. You need to come out strong. Don't let up and put this thing away.
You're right, Shaq. You can't take anything for granted in this league. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinal. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
On the court for Cleveland, the big man on the floor. Good, another from three.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena slack-jawed.
And Greg, he finds himself tied for second place all-time in three-point makes for a playoff game. And here's Mitchell from the arc.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Pass to MP. Lets it go from and again for three.
An incredible shooting display if you hadn't noticed already, and he just keeps it going.
Well, he now owns the second most three-point makes in a game in NBA playoff history. How about that? A kick out to Mobley. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Miami's on 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Buries it from three-point range. MP's got 50 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. The Cavaliers with another miss.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here.
Connects again from distance.
And he is scorching hot right now. He could be on his way to setting a franchise postseason record with his shooting.
He's caught fire at the right time for this team. Stepped up big in the postseason for him. To stop the run, And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Mitchell outside. Out to the right wing. Mobley outside. Top of the key. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Mitchell's got 5 now.
Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Hawkes outside. A 3 from MP. And good! There's another.
And talk about coming up huge. What a performance.
He's nearing the franchise record for most points in a playoff game. This guy is clutch. Back to Mitchell from outside the arc. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Mitchell's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's 2 triples for him. 1 in the first, 1 in the second.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Mitchell passes to MP. Here's Ware. Banked in off the glass. Ware's got his first 2 points of the night.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Here's Allen, and it's Allen with the jam.
Well, this guy has got tremendous length and hops. Jared Allen makes it easy.
Back to MP. Lets the 3 fly. Good! Another from 3.
Incandescent from long range. The defense throwing up their hands. How do you stop it?
I don't know. And he's now tied the single-game playoff record for 3-pointers made. Allen outside. For 3, Mitchell. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And here's MP for 3. And again for 3.
When he gets it going from long range, it is a scary sight for the opposition. He surpassed his own record for triples made in a playoff game.
A new record. He is in first place with those 3s. Wow. Just seems like every time that ball leaves his fingertips, you expect it to go in. He is as good as it gets. Hawkes the pass to MP. And yep, another basket.
And that bucket, if you can believe it, sets a new all-time record for points in a playoff game.
Craig, the way he came out tonight, you could feel the level of his focus. He put his team on his back and has delivered an incredible offensive show.
And Michael Jordan, the GOAT, holding that top spot for decades, to now witness someone break his record. I mean, this is crazy.
A 3-pointer is right on target. 68 points for MP.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
We're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Here's Harden. We've got Hero. He's out there with Smith. And it's Jovic in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Pass to Merrill. For the 3. It's rebounded by Jovic.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And here's Smith. Six on the shot clock. Here's Larson. Off target from 3-point range. Well, Cleveland shooting only 31% of their offense, really struggling to put possessions together. That one goes in. Tomlin's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Cavs. Here's Hero. The rebound by Merrill. And here are the Cavaliers. Pass to Tomlin. Here's Harden. There's the triple. That one doesn't go. Harden's gone 2 for 7, struggling a bit. Smith outside. Now here's Anderson. The tray. Not going to go that time. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. From deep, Harden. It's good from long range.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Anderson right side. That one no good. Good D by Wade. Merrill passes to Harden. Wade a screen on Smith. Down low. And Wade slams it in.
Oh, that's great execution. James Harden with a pretty dime.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Hero, no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Here's Jovic. Harden against Smith. Trying to get something going. The shot comes out. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Tomlin. And it's Miami with the rebound. Outside, Hero. Here's the screen to the paint. Jovic laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jovic has got his first bucket of the night.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down and what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for Miami.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
What a groove for him this evening. Just stand aside and let the man work.
Here's Merrill. He's covered by Anderson. The 3 from Harden. The shot will not fall. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
Let's now go courtside and join Jennifer Quintana. Jennifer?
I'm here with MP, whose team pulled out a gutsy win after finding out just moments before tip-off they'd be down a starter. How much confidence does it give you to win this game without one of your most important players?
You know what? We're a confident bunch, Jennifer. I don't think we learned anything we didn't already know. But I bet the other guys are less confident after seeing what we did tonight. And they're probably not looking forward to seeing us at full strength. You know?
Sounds like a great game, MP. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Back to you, Kevin.
Great work as always, Jennifer. Thanks. It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. So long, everyone.